On these type of mornings, pretty much every day I'm here, just take a moment, especially if you're on the back of the truck out in our beautiful big savannah. I still go, I can't believe I get to do this every day. Hi, my name is Laura. I am a Savannah Keeper at Werribee Open Range Zoo. This is Richard. He is also a Savannah Keeper for us today. Today we will be working with our large ungulates. We've got some beautiful guys like our big giraffe, our rhinos, zebras, lots of antelope, lots of ostrich as well. We've just had our morning meeting, so we'll be loading up our trucks now with lots of food, lots of browse, and then we'll be heading on out to see how our animals are for the morning and give them their food and hopefully get some training in as well. We are at our giraffe house at the moment. We have Lance, our Savannah Keeper, we have Resistance, and we've got some beautiful boys we'll introduce you to very soon. So this is Jesse. He is just over 2 years of age. And what I'm doing with him is basic target training. So I'm asking him to touch his nose to this target stick. When his nose touches that target stick without using his tongue, I bridge it by using the clicker noise, and then he gets a nice carrot treat, the reinforcer. Good boy. Good boy. He got to spend the night in our back of house rhino area, so off display. And the reason for that was that yesterday we did a whole lot of rhino training and we needed to do some blood testing with our vets on board. So he is wide awake today and probably ready to head on out on display and find out where all those girls are and what they've been up to without him. There we go. Good boy, Roo. Woohoo! Good boy. Okay, so it's room service time. This is the part of the day where all of our animals are out on display now for the visitors to see, and we come back of house and we clean up after the animals. So we've got a lot of poo to rake up, a lot of poo to pick up. We need to refresh all of the hay for our giraffe males overnight, and we'll start hanging up some nice browse for them as well. This is one of our giraffe barns, and this is where our young boys sleep overnight at the moment because we have our two groups separated for a time. But it's nice to come on in. We've got to do cleaning for a start, but it's also nice to see where they've spent the night. So this is one of the imprints of where the boys have slept overnight. So you can see the two depressions here. That's where his knees would have been tucked up and folded underneath. And then I can tell he stood up in the morning and did a nice fresh poo, which is normal. So at the moment we're on our beautiful lower savannah. So when you come out here and do our lovely bus tour, this is the large habitat where we have our mixed species of rhinoceros, we've got giraffe, we've got zebra, lots of different antelope species and ostrich. So it's our big African savannah. This is our lovely camel group that live in our arid enclosure on our savannah tour, and we've just set up a little bit of enrichment for them here to keep them busy, because these days they've been running around being absolute terrors because they know that mum's a little bit slower these days, so they're getting away with some pretty boisterous behaviour. So that's one of the things that we manage as their keepers, is making sure that their behavioural welfare is top notch. And for camels that means training, food, and enrichment also helps. Hi girls! So Savannah also includes our beautiful hippo enclosure here and our hippo ladies. And we've got our girls here. On a cold day, they often like staying in the water because that protects them from the wind. Today is lettuce day, part of their diet. So we're going to actually treat them to some of these lovely lettuces, and we'll get them to do a couple of behaviours before they get this food. Hello, is that you, Tulip? Open, that's better. Good. Open. Good girls. Boop. Good. Love that little ear twinkle. Good girl. Well done, sweetie. Open. Good girl. Ready? Catch it. Good. Oh yeah, you got heaps. Open. Good girl. Good. Good girl. There you go. Don't be bossy. Open. Good girl. Open. Good girl. Black buck. We're in our Woodlands waterhole enclosure at the moment. We're with our beautiful female Nyala antelope, and over here we've also got our black buck antelope herd as well. What I'm doing is I'm using a training recall sound, which is this delightful little bell, and I'm using that sound to recall the species, and it's a really good opportunity for us to not just do training but to do their healthcare checks. With our Asian horses at the moment. We've just come in to do a little bit of an enclosure check. Managing the enclosure is just as important as looking after our animals. To keep our horses busy and distracted while we do that, we're just setting up some nice enrichment for them. We've got some really lovely braids here out of donated fire hose that our volunteers make, and I'm just threading in some apples and carrots. And Richo over there is just setting up some nice sticky mix of grains and molasses. So they usually get pretty excited about that. And while they're here busy doing that, we can just drive around and basically check all the electrical wires, check the troughs don't need scrubbing, and we'll just basically do a really good house check. All right, so we've done most of the important stuff over the morning. So we've done all of our animal checks, we've done our feed outs, we've done our water checks, health checks, training. The rest of the afternoon will be filled with a lot of enclosure checks, a lot of husbandry, scrubbing water troughs, stuff like that. And then the very final part of the day, when we help move a lot of our animals and maybe pop some of them into their behind the scenes area, gets pretty hectic. So I need to get back on the road now and get on out there before these horses steal more off our truck. So it was lovely having you along, and enjoy the rest of your day.